Hey guys, I think we lost you there for a minute, but so we're gonna move on with like talking about Amanda's Rhinebeck haul and then my Arkansas yarn crawl haul. So here we go.
Yeah, tell me
Um,
about that. I was just talking about what a great family activity, a wonderful fall thing it is to do Rhinebeck. Um, so let's talk about yarn because it is also great to buy yarn at Rhinebeck. Every year I let the girls pick out a project that they would like me to make for them, and then they get to pick out the yarn at Rhinebeck for that project. I need them to pick out a project first so that I know what kind of yarn they need because they don't know what to pick out. Anyway, this year they decided that they want triangular shawls. And that they
what?
can actually kind of pick out just about any yarn for because I can figure something out for anything. So, and I don't know if you got it or not, but I was raving about Winging a Prayer Farm and how much fun we had following her up until Rhinebeck and watching all of her eco dyeing process for her yarns. They ended up picking out sock blanks from her that I am going to knit um, into shawls for them instead of socks. But you can see here, check out those beautiful leaf patterns on there. Isn't
That
it
is so
stunning?
pretty, Amanda.
And then here's the other one. Oh, isn't that beautiful?
I love the rose gold color on that. That's
Isn't it
really like
gorgeous?
super trendy too.
I'm gonna make them little shawls and see what I
Oh,
can do for myself.
yeah. Oh,
Um,
that shakes a lot.
I think my next, I don't remember what order I bought things in. Um, the
You
next
bought
thing
everything in Barn C on the last day.
but I did buy everything in Barn C on the last day. But this I wanted to buy on the first day, and I didn't buy it until very last. We went back for it. So I'll tell you about this next. This is Long Island Livestock Company. Look at this. Isn't this stunning?
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Isn't it beautiful? It is called Celestial Sky. Um, and it is 60% alpaca, 30% wool, and 10% sunny silk. And it is just so delightful to touch. We can end the podcast now. I'm going to just sit here with this, like this, for the rest of the day.
No, you
Uh,
need to start knitting with it. That's what you need to do.
I think
So then you can wear it all the time.
I think I'm going to make myself a cowl out of this. I think there's a pearl Soho cowl that's just a really plain, kind of like longer in the front, shorter in the back. Just really show off this yarn because this is gorgeous with these little specks of blue in it, and that's what I want to do with that. Um, my colleague at work knows one of the farms that showed up. They do Icelandic wools, and they also have sheepdogs. And she had one
Those
of their
puppies.
dogs at one point, and they're called Frelsey Farms. And so she was like, Amanda, you have to go and say hi. And of course, when I went and said hi, I fell in love with this stuff, which is some
Oh,
gorgeous 100% Icelandic wool.
look at that thick, thin action.
I
I love
know.
it.
Beautiful. It's so soft and so cuddly. Um, I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. No idea, but I had to have it. Probably another cowl because cowls for days.
You know, I was watching Grocery Girls or something a couple weeks ago, and I was like, cowls. Cowls are definitely the way to go with everything. They're like small and they like stick to your neck and they're warm, but they're not like overbearing, you know?
And
So,
I've got a fair amount here. I've got
mhm.
500 yards. I could probably do a cowl with a matching hat.
You'd be so cute. This is my Hufflepuff mug.
Um, all right. Let's see what else we've got. There are some things that I bought that have already been distributed. My boss at work wanted some sock yarn. She is going to venture into her very first pair of socks. She's been knitting for, I don't know, decades, but she's never knit socks. And so we're gonna help her through that process. We hooked her up with a fish. What is it?
Lips Kiss.
Fish Lips Kiss heel pattern. And she's reading through it right now. There's a couple things that she's never done before. She's never done short rows, so she got a little thrown off by wraps and turns. But like I said, I've only known her for a couple years. She's been knitting for decades, so I don't know where to get started helping her. So I said, you start with the pattern, take a look at it, and then we'll talk about what.
The pattern is Sock Therapist. She wrote this awesome pattern, and it's like, it's a bajillion pages long because there's so much information about how socks fit, and really getting the sizing right, and like custom making the socks for yourself. So it's a really interesting pattern. And I do love the twin stitch method for doing the short rows. I love it so much more than I do actual wrap and turns. In fact, I replace all of my short rows anytime it calls for a wrap and turn. I do a twin stitch.
That's awesome.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I got my yellow that we've already talked about, my fiber optic yarn. And while I was there, I also grabbed myself a brand new wrist ruler because
I can never have too many.
Color, right? I wanted a black one, but they didn't have any black. But I'll get one. Don't worry.
You may already have one. You don't know. In your Christmas box.
At Dragonfly Fibers, I got these. And I'm thinking Oh,
that's the secret. Okay, got it.
This is going to be a 2-colored triangular shawl gift.
Not
I won't
for
say who
you.
it's for, because that's a secret.
Okay.
And then if I decide to keep it, because I'm having a really hard time parting with this. This is their pixie yarn. We've seen everything that isn't sock yarn now. Everything else that I bought at Rhinebeck was sock yarn, not intended for socks. This is good. So this is going to be a shawl. I got Poseidon and Mermaid. We're theming up on this shawl, right? So
I like it.
I love the way these went together. This is from Lisa Souza, because Lisa Souza, you can never go wrong. This is also her sock yarn, but of course not for socks. Hubby picked this out because he wants a new hat. His last hat has disappeared and is hopefully keeping someone else in New York City warm. This will be his new hat. And it is, I can't pronounce this word. I don't know what the colorway is. Fladra? I don't know. Can you read it?
Oh, it switched to me. Hang on.
Flahridduh. Fladara.
Fladara.
Yeah. Anyway.
Ooh, maybe it's how Long Islanders say Florida.
Oh, that makes sense. There you have it.
Or someone from Boston, right? Doesn't she die out of Maine? So maybe someone downstate.
Well, it's Florida then.
Okay,
Florida.
We're gonna go with Florida, but with a funny accent that I can't replicate because I'm from the South.
And then, as Katie said, I hit up Building C really hard on Sunday. Into the World had their Sunday sale.
Man, their Sunday sale is so good, though. Like, it is amazing.
It is. So I got this, North of the Wall. And this is Into the World and Wonderful, of course.
North of the Wall? Is that what it's called?
Yep, it's called North of the Wall.
Like Stardust?
No, like Game of Thrones.
Oh, I don't know that. I'm going to go with Stardust and call it good.
So this is North of the Wall. And I thought, you know what? This is almost enough for a sweater.
It is almost enough for a sweater. She texted me in the middle and she's like, Katy, how many yards do I need for a sweater? A fingering weight yarn. I was like, really, like 1,600 at least. Like, yeah.
I've got 1,200. So then I ran around the rest of Building C until I came to Neighborhood Fiber Company, which is right next to Into the World, but in the opposite direction that I walked. And I
Oh,
and I got some rustic fingering in Woodbury.
oh, that's gonna be so pretty.
So this
Are you
is
gonna do like
my body, and
stripes?
this is gonna be my body and my sleeves.
Okay, I like it.
I'm gonna do like the opposite of a sock arm sweater,
I like it. I
right?
like it a lot. It's gonna be great. I really like it. That's so amazing.
And that's my haul. I also got this adorable little llama toy that I gave to a friend who's having a baby. He loves llamas for non-fibery reasons. They're just great animals. So there's lots of reasons other than yarn to love them. So his baby gets a llama. But that's already been sent out to him. And there were some other things that I believe now, Katie, is the time. It's time.
It's time to open my package. I got a package in the mail yesterday.
It's time.
Dean even left it in the mailbox for me so I could pick it up when I got home. So I'm gonna open it now. Hang on, our camera just died. This camera. Oh well, I'll pick it up in a minute. When Amanda talks about something else. Okay, it looks like there's a card. So I'm gonna open that first. Hey, I made that stationery like a bajillion and a half years ago. Look at that. No, really, it was like when we lived at UAMS, and that was a long time ago.
I love that station.
Okay. You guys are getting a live unboxing here because I did cut it open beforehand so that it wouldn't be too hard. Aww. This is the pretty stationery I made for Amanda when I tried out stamping a few years ago. Like 7 or 8, 9.
But she thought she might have hobbies other than knitting. Silly.
Aw, and then pictures of the girls. They're so cute. I'll put them up in the fridge. I also bought her shirt. That's so great. I'm not going to show their pictures on camera. But they are so cute. The girls are adorable. You guys need to know that. And if you follow our Instagram page, you might occasionally catch pictures of the girls. So, or pretty guaranteed that you'll find pictures of the girls on there. Okay. It's a leaping llama from Shelly Can. Shelly.can. She makes the cutest pins.
Yeah.
I had sent Amanda the little squirrel one, but apparently, like, there were like 5 of, and she's completely sold out. So she got me the leaping llama, because the leaping llama competition is like super huge at Rhinebeck and way fun to watch. So that's what the girls got to raise the limbo bar for. I can't wait to add this to my bag. This is going to be great. Yesterday, I was at the yarn store, and the Latte Lover pin that you got me from Clever Clove. Also love her pins. If you're looking for a pin, you need to check her out too.
You got my earrings on?
Oh, yes, she has got her squirrel earrings. Oh, sorry. Say something again, Amanda.
I've got my Clever Clove earring. Can you see them? I don't know, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
They're tiny squirrels, and they're adorable. And she also has matching squirrel socks. So if you're looking for a cute set, yeah, anyway. But yeah, so I was sitting there, and the girl behind me goes, "Oh, I heard this hit the floor," and she picked up my pin, and I was like, "What happened?" So when I looked at it, the back on it, like, I think I'd switched it with another pin, and so it was the gold claspy back, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
And it, like, just stopped working completely, so.
We got some locking backs for the Girl Scout pins. You can get them on Amazon and get like 60 of them for $6 or something. Okay. We got some special locking backs for Girl Scouts. I'll send you a link.
Okay, I need those. We'll post the link on
in the
show notes as well. Also, if you're looking for a bag, did you see the pattern I sent you?
I love it. Yes.
Somebody, I don't remember her name, I'm sorry, But it's been on Ravelry the last couple of days too. She took the idea of everybody putting pins on their bags, and so she's like, well, but pins fall off or something happens, they get caught on things. She took a clear bag and put it on the outside, and then on the inside she made a lining. She knitted a lining just for her pins. And she just has the whole thing covered in pins, and it's fabulous. And it's a free pattern on Ravelry, so check that out. Definitely awesome, and I will post a link to that as well. Love this, though. Thank you, Amanda. Okay, there's more in here. Try not to show off my address. Unicorn stitch markers. Oh my gosh. Are they pooping unicorns? Because they're adorable.
The girls picked those out for you.
They're so darn cute. Oh my gosh. That's funny that they picked that out for me.
Yep. I was like, look at these ones with the little latte cups and the coffee beans, and they were like unicorns. I was like, okay.
Aunt Katy needs unicorns, obviously. She doesn't need coffee. She really needs coffee. And these are from Wee Ones, it looks like. I don't know them. I meant to follow them now.
Booth of the most adorable stitch markers. And she had some capped knitting needles and just tons of adorable stuff.
Oh my gosh, those are adorable. Yeah, those are super great. I love them. Okay, what else is in here? There's something else. Oh, uh-oh. I dropped something. You got me one! She got me a wrist ruler. Alright. Oh, it's the same?
Yeah.
Oh, yes! Because I don't have this color yet. My red one's in the bottom of my bag. I wear it all the time. But sometimes I take it off in the middle of the day because I actually need to measure things,
Yeah.
And then it gets thrown in the bag.
I use mine on the bus all the time and people look at me funny.
Look at that. Oh, and these will patina so nicely. I don't know if you guys have seen our red ones that we got each other or Amanda got us red ones 2 years ago, right when they came out. Mm-hmm. The I Love Handles wrist rulers. And they patina so nicely over time, especially if you wear lotion or something like that. And then also highly recommend Lolo Bar for your hand lotion. So, did you buy some more Lolo Bar?
I didn't because I have so much. I had a hard time resisting. I saw them and I was like, no.
All right, I'm wrapping this the other way so it's a little more pliable before I put it on my wrist and makes me. But I'll put it on now. Okay.
Well, mine was.
Oh, I'm so excited. This is great. Everyone at the yarn store will be jealous. They're like, "You got a new one." I did get a new one. So
it smells really good too because it's like that.
It does. It's that leather. Oh, it's new and it needs to be.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to get it on.
Yeah. The little hole is super small and you're like, "Argh." Okay, anyway, I'll set that aside and stop playing with that. Love. So excited, Amanda. Thank you for thinking of me while you were there. Dean loves going to Rhinebeck too. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but he really does enjoy it. So while Amanda went to Rhinebeck, I went for 3 stops on the Arkansas Yarn Crawl. And I bought some amazing things because I couldn't just let Amanda buy yarn and me not buy yarn. So I didn't just buy yarn though. I've been eyeballing these for a really, really long time. And I finally did it. I bought the Chiaogu set.
The whole set? Oh.
This is the interchangeable large and small sets. So it's sizes 2 through 15.
I'm so jealous.
And love the cables on them. Dean's using the 4s right now. But he also loves them, which is really good. Yeah, 2 through 15. I think that's ridiculous. You're like, because I have 3 sets of knit picks, and I love them, and I've used them extensively, and they have been my needles. And I usually just buy, sock needles here and there, whatever I need. But I've been slowly picking up a few Chiaogus here and there. And when I owned the yarn store before, Chiaogus were always something I was like, I should look into those, maybe get a set. But the yarn store I teach at now, they run a special during October and November where you get 20% off pre-ordered needle sets. And so I pre-ordered this 5-inch set, and it's amazing, and I love it. And the tips are so sharp and pointy, And they are just like, they're perfect. Look at these.
How do they join?
Yeah. They're twist.
Okay.
They're twist, and then they have a lock, like, you know, like, kind of like nit picks. They look a lot like nit picks, but they're just a little bit different size.
Yeah.
But the tips are so sharp.
Beautiful.
And they're beautiful, and they're nice and slick, and they have the sizes engraved on them, like laser engraved. I don't know if you can see that or not. I think you can see something, but I don't think you can actually see like the actual engraving. But they're on there, and they tell you like what size cable to use, and then if you get the 4-inch set, this is the 5 because I magic loop everything. But if you get the 4-inch set, then if you put the 14-inch cable on it, is that right? Yeah, 14-inch cable on the 4-inch set, you end up with like 16-inch.
Oh yeah,
needles, which is awesome. So, yeah, like really nice. Like they have a shorter cable for the 4-inch, and it's an 8-inch cable, and so then and then it adds up to 16. So if you get the 4-inch set, you can have 16-inch needles too. Does that make sense? I don't know if it makes any sense anymore. It's a little warm in here. I'm also really excited about these needles. They're fabulous. It comes with a needle gauge and some stitch markers and some little stoppers. You know, just kind of like with the normal little baggie with the stoppers in it and a needle gauge and things. So here's the little plasticky stitch markers it comes with. So yeah, it's a really nice set. You can get retails for like $170. Totally worth it though. Yeah. What else? Oh, so much yarn. Okay. Let me grab the bag. Oh, the bag. Are you ready for the bag? Because my mother loves me. This is the Atenti bag. This is the Bonnie size. And I didn't get the overnighter. I really thought about getting the overnighter, but the overnighter is like this plus this much more. It's like giant. But it's only like $4 or $8 difference or something. So it's kind of like, yeah, if you're really like wanting to make your money stretch farther, that's probably the way to go. But this will fit under an airplane seat really nicely or up on top. And it will hold a couple of days worth of clothes and lots of yarn. And yeah, so it's amazing. This is their Mama Llama in burnt orange pattern. Beautiful. And I know everyone's like, oh my gosh, the Atenti bags are so expensive. They're really, really fabulous quality. Like, it is a carpet bag, like Mary Poppins carpet bag, and I want to be Mary Poppins. So, it's lined, the seams are gorgeous, like, it's just a fantastically made bag. It's got little feet on the bottom. I mean, it's, yeah, really definitely worth the money if you're wanting to splurge on something for yourself. I believe it was also $170-ish retail, so yes, if you're looking. But yeah, burnt orange Mama Llama pattern. There's also a blue Llama Mama pattern, the blue background, and there's a gray as well. So excited. That's going with us next week on our trip. Arkansas Yarn Crawl. Oops, sorry. The yarn store that I'm at as well, that I teach at as well, it also has a 20% off on bags, Atenti bags pre-ordered this month and in November. So, small plug. They're good people. They keep me in line. I also financially support them a lot. Okay. Ooh, in there, she also Amanda also included some magnets for me in my package.
Yeah, into the world.
Very nice. So Arkansas Yarn Crawl, you do when you go to the different shops and you purchase things, you get raffle tickets for not just like the big one, like there's a big drawing, like how many shops you visit, like anywhere else any other yarn crawl you go to. But the each shop also does a giveaway usually, and so I had a lot of entries for the for the shop that I teach at, and I ended up winning something, which I like never win. I haven't even told Amanda this yet. I won a pattern, a Luette pattern called Reseda, and it's a cardigan.
Beautiful.
And I'm not a huge fan of the pattern, but hey, it's okay. It's just not my style. But I am a huge fan of this yarn. Can you see the purple? Oh my gosh. It is like the most gorgeous plum purple, and it's sorry, I'm sure you're getting lots of bag wrinkling there. It is the flax, the fiber natura flax. So it's all linen, and there's enough for a sweater. And I'm way excited about this.
You can make some.
Sweater quantity number 11. I need to tell you about number 10 now, because I bought a sweater's quantity. And number 12, because, yeah. Because yarn. Okay. Reaching over the teacup so that I can reach the bag of yarn. Alright. This is, I think my camera battery died, so we're going back to this method here. This is La Jolla from Baah, B-A-A-H.
Oh, those are beautiful.
This is September, the September colorway for 2018. And this is going in Amanda's box soon. Hopefully not in this form. Hopefully. We'll see. Okay, so that's one. And then this is Melange by Blue Sky Fibers, and this is Sport Weight Baby Alpaca, and it's like this mauvey, pinky purple color. It's really pretty, and it's super fun. You can see the halo on it. I love a good halo. Anyway, a lot of fun for like color work. I think I'm gonna do a cowl out of it, just something small. I had 3 skeins. It was on sale. Okay, and then there's another Baah color. This is La Jolla. Again, the sock yarn La Jolla. And this is the October colorway, which I love the orangey reds. It's super bright. I don't know if it's coming through at all, but
it's beautiful.
It's a gorgeous color. And it's kind of got this tweedy look with like specks of black in it too, and brown. And I'm really loving it. So that one, I don't know what that's gonna be yet. A Dream in Color is doing a pop-up fall shop, and the yarn store I teach at is participating in that, and so they order it in the Dream in Color smushy with cashmere, and so this is the August one. Yeah, this is the August. And I missed September. Apparently, it was not in the smushy base. It was on something else that I obviously didn't pay attention to for more than 5 seconds when I was in there. I love this, though. It's like a grayish blue base. So it's kind of like the color of the sky. And then it's got all these, like, flecks of color. And
love
it's so pretty. I'm really leaning towards sock head with this one. But I'm like, I have, like, 5 sock heads that I want to knit now. I'm just not really sure I have enough hours in the day to do that. And so I got that one, and I was like, well, I really want, because, yeah. And so when October came in, I was like, I really wanted to see it, because they were like, oh, it's back on the Dream and Smushy, or the Smushy with cashmere base. And so I bought it, because it's really, really pretty. It looks almost exactly like Babs from Miss Babs from 2016. Do you remember my Close to You?
Yeah.
Or scarf?
Yep.
Yeah. Same color. I swear it's the same color. Or maybe it's 2015. Because it was the first year we went. Or 14. So it was like 14. Oh my gosh, that was forever ago. 2014. Okay, but anyway, it's got these purples and these browns, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, so that's the October pop-up. I haven't seen the November yet. obviously it's not November yet. Hopefully that'll come soon. Okay. Arkansas Yarn Co. is local yarn company, yarn dyer out of Malvern, Arkansas. Do you remember where Malvern is? Not at all.
Yes.
Probably not. From those years that you kind of sort of lived in Arkansas? Yeah, okay. Anyway, Lori Halberg, she's really lovely.
I fully legitimately lived in Arkansas for a long time.
Like 5 years. Like 10 years ago.
Plus 2. 7 years.
Okay, I guess so.
I went to high school and college and graduate school in Arkansas.
Your geography wasn't very good then either. Your Arkansas geography. She's not saying anything. All right. This is her exclusive to Mockingbird Moon Razorback colorway. And it's a sock set. I did not get the sparkle. She's like known for her sparkle yarn. And I'm...
But those are for Dean, right?
Sure it's for Dean. But it is a sock set, and it has a full skein and then a mini, and an 87-yard mini in black. But it's a half and half, and it's got like speckles, the white with the red and black speckle on half, and then the rich red on the other half. So it's gonna be fun to play with. I can't wait to get.
Oh, I didn't bring my mini up. Oh wow.
Your mini that you're the other podcast you watch.
Yes,
But
the Drop Stitches mini.
Arkansas Yarn Co. also did this one. Arkansas Yarn Co. This is Pecan. This is her DK base. This is something new that she hasn't done a lot of DK on or weight lately. But I'm doing a class starting in January. It's like gift knits. And we're basically just building up your gift basket so that you have things to give away all the time. Because, everybody needs that. Anyway, so the first month is the Spiced Cocoa Knits. And I don't remember who they're by off the top of my head. I'll put that in the show notes. And so I'm going to make these into those mitts because they're gorgeous. And I really love this colorway. It's rich browns and taupe. And
speaking of rich browns, have you seen the Whiskey Kiss? Sorry. Totally unrelated.
Who dyes it?
One. I don't know. I've been seeing a bunch of it.
I probably have. It's
been on Ravelry. It's gorgeous. Not on Ravelry, on Instagram. It's gorgeous. I'll send it to you. It's
okay. Beautiful. I also picked up this at Fleece and Flax in Eureka Springs.
That's pretty.
Which is super close to our house, and I just really...
Are those purple speckles?
They are like brownish purple, yes.
Yeah.
And it's like this tealy blue background, and I really like it. It's also DK weight. The same gift knit series, the February pattern, is Sea Glass Stories, but by Justina. I'm gonna butcher her last name. Skova. Lettuce Knits. Letes knits.
Okay.
Lettuce Knits. Justina.
Yeah.
Totally butchered her name. I'm sorry. Justina, I'm so super sorry. Yeah. Okay, moving on. I got a sweater's quantity of this. I got it at Handheld in Fayetteville. And it is Sabine from Juniper Moon. And it's llama and merino and cotton.
Nice.
Yeah, it's this lovely camel color. And I'm just like imagining all the possibilities. It was 1,400 yards and it was like half price. So yeah. So much yarn. Okay. And then I had someone gift me some yarn, but I'll show you that later. And then yesterday, oh shoot. I just dropped that tag into my coffee. Oh well. Yesterday I also bought yarn because Yarn Girl was 2 weeks ago. This is new from Shopple, from the people who have brought you the Zauberball. And it is called... Somewhere the tag has disappeared. I don't know. It's called Boots, is what it's called.
Okay.
And I really wish the tag didn't disappear. But apparently it has. I know this is riveting television. Or whatever this is, podcasting. Anyway, and we debated about the name of the color a while ago, and
Yeah, you had it just a minute ago.
I know, and I'm totally
Which
lost.
was like an hour.
That was like an hour and a half ago. Anyway, super fun. It is mostly wool. It's like 70-something% wool, and then it's 14% cotton and 14% nylon.
Oh, nice.
So it actually feels like boot socks, which,
And what weight is it?
It's fingering weight. It's 463 yards, and for like $21, it was super reasonable. And she had 9 colors, and I picked the one with the greens and the purples and the pinks, and because I think Amanda needs another pair of socks.
As you do.
No,
yeah,
Amanda needs another pair of socks.
I had 2 pairs of socks with holes in them. When I started packing for Rhinebeck, I pulled out all my socks.
That's not cool at all.
I got darning in my future.
Yeah, you do have some darning to do. I can't wait to see this darning, by the way, because
I think I've decided I'm going to do it in big obnoxious colors that doesn't match at all.
Why would you do it in anything else?
Well, because I'm sure somewhere I have the remains of those socks. I could darn it.
Okay. All right. So also yesterday, because I don't have enough projects, right? I am teaching a class in in January. And basically we're just walking through the pattern, but this is going to be paired. If I don't lose, okay, we're just gonna take the label off. It's gonna come off anyway. This.
Oh.
Here you go.
I like them together. What are we making?
We're making a sweater. We're gonna walk through a bottom-up striped sweater with an architectural detail across the chest. It's called Archer, and I had it pulled up earlier, so I'm going to try to pull that up now. I'm sure Dean is just like, really, Katie, what are you doing? This is ridiculous. You're just talking to Amanda forever. Forever, Katie.
Yeah, I have a house to clean.
You have a house to clean? Yeah, no.
We've got company
you have yarn to talk about. We only do this, like, once a month. I do really love this yarn. It's Elspeth Lavold, her silky wool. The pattern actually calls for a fingering weight yarn, and we're doing this one. I'm not using a fingering weight. Technically, this is a DK, and I don't agree that it's a DK. I think it's way more like a fingering. Can you go to the bathroom?
Huh?
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me share this over here. How do I do that? Oh yeah, screen share. So you guys can see this. This is Archer. And I know I went with the colors that are in the thing, but
oh, it's beautiful.
Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. And is that coming through, like the big pictures? I don't know.
The big picture we don't have yet.
It's thinking.
Yeah.
I'm asking this computer to do a whole lot. It's running video and sound and all kinds of wonderful things. Anyway, let me just close that out. This is it. And it has this neat little architectural detail across the chest. And it's striped, so you're alternating the colors. There is a solid color option. I really like it. I think it's a cute pattern.
Super cute.
And it is top down with short rows. So and we'll be doing, so the architectural detail is done with a braid. I think it's a Latvian braid.
Oh.
Which is something new for me. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, I have to knit the sweater, obviously, because I'm teaching a class on it and you know what I'm doing. And so I'll be doing that, starting that really soon. So 50 grams of this, and it's the silky wool is, where's it at? Oh, there it is. 45% wool, 35% silk, and 20% nylon. But for like 50 grams of it, it's 192 yards. So, like when you start doing the math, like, oh, sorry, stop. When you start doing the math, you're like, that's like a fingering weight because it's almost 400 yards for 100 grams. So, yeah. And it has silk in it, which is heavy. So it's a pretty good amount. So, I think it's going to knit up way more like the fingering instead of the DK that it's listed at. So it's kind of like bamboo pop. I love Universal Yarns bamboo pop, but it doesn't. It's not a DK. It is so not a DK. In like, I don't know what world they're in, but it's not a DK. It's a sport weight all day long. If you're looking for a great sport weight yarn, bamboo pop is amazing. 50-50 bamboo and cotton. But yeah, so these colors, though, they just make me so happy.
Yeah, they're great.
Can't you just see them on me? It's going to be beautiful. I think that's everything I have. So that's sweater number 12, like quantity that I have, like hanging out ready to knit. Let's see. Okay.
You're going to be in Arkansas.
I know. In Arkansas, all these wool things. Yeah, because, that's totally what I need to do. We need to get back on track here. Oh, Amanda and I are going to be attending Vogue Knitting Live in New York City.
Yes, we will. We'll see you there.
We will. And I'm doing a class on steeking.
And I'll be taking a class on ombre dyeing. I need to do some homework. Yeah. All I have to do is come up with a color, plan.
So the homework for my class is to have a sweater, preferably color work, that you want to steek. Yeah.
Do that.
So what I'm actually going to do is I'm taking my very first sweater, the blue hourglass sweater that I knit out of Malibu Girl Classic worsted. The baby blue one.
Yep.
I love it. It's a great sweater. It's giant. Like
a cardigan?
I think we're going to turn it into a cardigan. But it's not color work. And so I was like, well, I really want to do this whole experience and dive in, right? So I think I'm going to try to knit a sweater. To steek that weekend with Amanda. Maybe not in the class, but to steek with her, at home. Because we're going to stay with them. We're staying with Amanda and her family. And yeah, so I have to pick out a pattern. So I think that maybe our little poll for the day is, can Katy finish 4 sweaters in 4 months? That's question number 1. And what pattern should she knit? So yeah, I feel like this video is so long, by the way.
Yeah.
A little bad. This is one of the options for, right here. Vintersol is one of the options for our, present to everyone. There we go. For the sweater that I'm thinking about doing. I have no idea what the yarn is. We're going this coming week. We're headed out to Seattle. So I think I may do some yarn shopping. Shocker. There. And super cute pattern, right? She's Jennifer Stein-Gass has some gorgeous patterns. And I like that one. And then I also like the other one I showed you yesterday. Amanda, this one tells you. Okay. And tells you is also a 3-color. So I just need a couple of colors here and there. One I think is worsted, and one I think is Aran, but you know, Colorworks yoke sweater. Not a ton of craziness to really worry about, but yeah, I really like both of those. Dean likes Telsha. I don't know. I can't really decide which one I like the best. There are so many great options, and last time we talked about the Strange Brood pattern and all the wonderfulness that comes along with that. Sam, you leave those needles alone. Sam is our cat.
I mean, if everybody's going to get into knitting, why not Sam?
Yeah.
Do it, Sam. Do it. Who needs thumbs?
The other... Let's see. The other pattern is called... that I'm thinking about doing. And I really, really love it. It's from the Strange Brood book. Yeah. And I just love Tin Can Knits patterns. You know, they've done such great research. And I really, really like Moraine. I wouldn't do the lace stitch on the body just because I live in Arkansas. And I'm not really sure that I could actually handle a double-layered worsted wool sweater.
Would it be that
warm? But it's so pretty, right? I know. It's so pretty. And it's kind of that classic snowflake look. So less modern, more of the classic
I mean, if
look.
you're going to be steeking it, you can make it big enough that it could be like an outer piece.
Right.
And instead of it being like a sweater, you're in Arkansas, it could be like your coat.
That's true. And then the double layer would be really interesting. It's a lot, yeah. But anyway, I'm thinking maybe purple and green and gray for that is what I was leaning toward. So a rich plummy purple, and then I have some green left over for my Stillwater. That's a tweedy, yellowy green. It's really pretty. Check out my Ravelry page for those colors. And the plum color is kind of like the hat I was wearing earlier. So, and then a real light gray. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so those are Yarny plans. I think I told you about, let's see, at least 5 projects, right? I feel like I did. What are you knitting? What are you planning to knit, Amanda?
I'm still working on my hat.
What else are you going to knit? You're going to knit shawls for the girls.
Shawls for the girls.
That blue shawl, 2-color shawl.
Mm-hmm.
Someday. And a hat for Mike.
A hat for Mike. That's all my Rhinebeck stuff. I got a sweater's worth when you came here.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
A couple little hat things for the girls. I've got plenty to do.
And Christmas is upon us.
Oh yeah,
the holiday knitting season.
I'm not knitting for Christmas until I finish this blanket.
That blanket is just so amazing. I can't wait to see it.
I can't either. The real problem with the blanket is that I'm not knitting on it anymore. I am right now doing all Kitchener all the time. Yeah.
There's a reason I do toe-up socks.
All Kitchener all the time. Which, I love Kitchener. I don't mind it at all. Except I have to look at it. And I can't do it when I watch TV. And I can't do it on big chunks of my bus ride because if I'm in the tunnel and the lights aren't working, like now that it's winter, it's too dark on the bus in the morning because it's still dark outside. It's not winter. It's only October. But you know, I start my day early enough. It's dark.
It's dark.
And I'd say like I don't know, 40% of the time the lights in the bus don't work because public transportation or whatever. So if I actually have to see what I'm working on, I don't get to knit. And Kitchener I have to see. Otherwise I'm splicing yarn all over the place. It's not like I don't have it down blindly like I do knitting. With as much as I've been doing, you'd think I would. But no.
Right?
So it's really slow going. I should have just done a crocheted join like everybody else because it's fast and it's easy. But of course, I'm particular and it was not aesthetically pleasing to me. So,
But you're making an heirloom blanket. I mean, that thing is going to be around for the next, I don't know, 150 years.
Yeah, and they're going to be like, who was this guy?
You're going to be like, what are these crazy pictographs?
And I'm going to be like, that's Madison, lad.
My favorite one is, why is there a squirrel on here? Because tippy toe is really important, you know? Tippy toe is really important.
So she's at this really like attention intensive place, and I am not an attention giving place, which makes
not at all
for each other.
I've taken so much of your attention this morning, but that's okay. I think we've had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we have.
So yeah, so awesome of the month, because we don't come to you every week. We try, but we don't have time for that. There's too much going on. I guess we're ready to wrap it up. And so my awesome of the month happened yesterday.
Let's hear it.
Because I have a super short attention span. One of my students is super awesome, and I met her a couple weeks ago, like at a coffee shop to help her with some knitting. And so yesterday, she brought me a gift. She brought me this necklace. Why, yes. It is laser cut felt, and it says knitter.
It's felt? I love it.
It's laser cut felt, and it says knitter. And now I can wear it all the time. Just in case you didn't know. How awesome is this? I don't know where she got it, but it's so great. She said she ordered it online somewhere. I'll have to ask her. But yeah, I do want to say that she successfully completed her socks yesterday, and yeah.
That's wonderful. That is awesome. I agree.
But it's so squishy. And yeah, the rest of the awesome is that I bought a lot of yarn this month, and I had a lot of fun doing it. And the stash is probably growing exponentially, but that's okay. Whatever. I really love squishing all the yarn.
My awesome is that Doctor Who is back, and I've waited far too long for this. And not only is Doctor Who back, Jodie is amazing. And I'm going to tell you, in the very first episode, she makes her own sonic screwdriver. And this is huge. Like, there's all sorts of amazing symbolism, some of it a little heavy-handed, going on with our first female doctor. But the role model that she is, making her own sonic screwdriver, has been incredible. My girls are I'm blown away. We're all just pumped about this. She didn't have a sonic screwdriver, and she was like, I need this thing, this incredibly intense, vital piece of equipment that powers everything in my world and propels my plot forward whenever I need it. Let me just go smelt some spoons and make it, and it's amazing. I love it. Like, we just see this incredible woman break out some massive engineering, welding skills because she just has them in her back pocket like it's normal for everyone to do that. And it was great. And my daughters are now like, I want that screwdriver. I want to be like her, and I'm so on board with it.
Doctor Who is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
That is so awesome. I'm excited to see where you're going, where they're going to take this, and you're going to keep me updated because I can't watch TV show through the life. I did want to tell you guys, I think I want to make this part of our beginning opening thing. Today I was drinking Zest Wishes by David's Tea, and this is in their Advent tea box, which they just came out with. So it will be in there, and I'm so excited about it. But I did not order an Advent tea box, but I will probably order some more of this tea because it was citrusy and amazing and delicious. And it still smells like oranges in here. It's great. I love it.
I had an autumn chai by Plum Deluxe, which was part of their subscription, which is a gift I've gotten from, and then from my mother-in-law. And then I'm doing, I don't know what it is. It's a green tea from David's Tea, but it's not. It's like a green mint. I didn't know we were doing this, so I did not check. I'm sorry, and I've thrown away the package because it was one of my little samples. Sorry.
That's okay. Next time. Next time we'll do more. And then I have a cup of coffee. I have no idea what it is, but Dean made it for me, and it's delicious. I'm pretty sure it's 8 o'clock from Walmart, and it's but we do it. He does a French press for me, and it just makes it all better. So there you go. Yeah, wonderful things. Yeah. It's all sunshiny now. It was super dark when I started this. I've been up too long. Oh dear, you've been up too long. You've been up a lot longer than I have, and you have children who were up early this morning too, hanging out with you. Yeah. They said hello earlier, guys. You missed out. They're so cute. Okay, so we want to implore to you to go out and vote this week. And if you haven't, like me, go get your flu shot.
Get your flu shot.
It's been on my to-do list for weeks now. I just haven't actually left the house to do it.
Herd immunity protects us all.
It does.
Those who can't need you. And get out and vote. Because
please,
your voice is not ranting on Facebook. Your voice is voting.
Is a ballot, yeah. And you really need to get out there and do that. If you are in Benton County in Arkansas, I know some amazing people working the polls. So go say hi and be nice to them. Be
Free
nice
stickers.
to those. What?
Free stickers.
Yes, you get stickers too. Be nice to your poll workers. They work really, really hard, and they're all volunteer. They do not get paid for that. And they're giving up their time to provide a service for you, and they're making a difference. So make sure you appreciate them.
And it's not just the time that they're there at the polls. They go through a lot of training to be there. So they're dedicating days and days to support this whole process because it's an important process.
I have heard some really great things. So one of the ladies at the yarn store, she's been telling me about it because she's like a sheriff or something like that. Anyway, and she said that at her polling place, they've had more than 200 people every day during early voting for the last week. And 2 of the days they had 300 plus. Nice. Which is amazingly awesome, and I'm so excited. So, yeah, and I'm really excited to see what comes out of this and hear what we all have to say about it. It's good stuff. Anyway, those are our super serious notes. Flu shot, voting, those are important. Do it. And yarn, we want to see your yarn.
This was all about stash enhancement, so let's see how you've been enhancing.
Your video is so funny. It goes from HD to crazy grainy in 2 seconds. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, we want to see those stash enhancements. Please share with us. We would love to know what you're up to and knitting and If you got something really cool from Rhinebeck that you're like, oh my gosh, that's like the best, tell me about it. Because look at those unicorn butts. Your children are going to totally laugh when they hear that. Because I said butt.
Yep.
They're
All
6.
right.
Okay, they're 6.
But jokes ever go out of style.
They don't. They really don't. Okay. We will see you next month, hopefully. And hopefully this girl will not have a sunburn. Because I'm not just going to Seattle, where there's no sun. Going places that are a little more tropical.
Yeah, you're going to have sunburn.
Okay. Well, I will see you guys then. And we love you all. So we're going to sign off now.
Bye.
Sorry to keep you entertained for the last 2 hours. Okay. Bye, guys.